Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. This is Patricia, Patty Patricia MK, and this is my booking a session tape for people who prefer to hear the voice of somebody while they were booking an appointment. um, so just please be ready to type in the answers to the following questions so that you can enter them into the booking form when you request a session with me online, as I only book appointments in writing. So I need the name of the person who is going to be getting the session. Um, and I also need to know the full name of the person who is paying for the session, either by e-transfer or PayPal, as I do not offer any other forms of payment. If you do want to pay with a credit card, however, you can pay on PayPal without having to sign up for PayPal, I believe, but don't quote me on that. They can process the credit card payment for you, though. I know that for sure. Um, and I also need to know the email address where you will receive my response to your request form. And I will respond with payment details, again, by e-transfer or PayPal, and a strict payment deadline to book it. So please make sure you enter your email address correctly, or else I will not be able to respond to you and you will not receive my response. And please also make sure that you are checking your email throughout the day for my response and payment instructions. But also keep in mind that sometimes I do take time off and time offline as well. So if you do not hear back from me by email that day, um, don't be alarmed. Maybe wait a day or so, unless it's for something urgent, then you can try again and let me know that it is for something urgent. Um, and I need to know what type of phone or email session you would like to book with me, or if you would like to book an in-person reading if you are in Canmore or Banff. Um, and the types of sessions I offer are listed on my booking a reading page online and my types of readings page as well. Mostly I do psychic medium readings, which is when I use my psychic abilities to see things about your life path, decisions, important events, personal life, career, relationship, etc. I've literally talked about probably every topic under the sun that somebody has wanted to ask me in a psychic medium reading. And so there really isn't anything that's totally off limits. I'm not non-judgmental. I've even had people bring up their sex life in a reading and want guidance from spirit about that. So um, literally, I've probably heard every question that somebody can ask. And a psychic medium reading, keep in mind, doesn't have to involve mediumship. I do a lot of readings that are just personal readings for people that do not involve mediumship, where we are focusing on the identity of the spirits around you on the other side. Although, even if I do a personal reading, your loved ones on the other side are still around you, and I'm actually getting my information from them during your reading, even if we're not actively trying to identify who they are. I also do past life readings, which can be part of a psychic medium reading, although some people choose to book a session just focused purely on past life readings. I also offer psychic development coaching with a minimum of a 30-minute booking for that and a maximum of a 45-minute booking for phone coaching. And I offer spirit animal readings available by phone and email in 20-minute and 30-minute reading lengths. We can also discuss spirit animals during a psychic medium reading as well. And I offer distance energy cleansing and balancing by phone only. And there is a 30-minute minimum for that and a maximum of a 45-minute booking for that. I also offer personal psychic tarot year ahead and personal psychic tarot 9-month and 6-month readings as well, or you could order those as a 12-week forecast, a 9-week forecast, or a 6-week forecast. My tarot readings are only available by phone because I do not carry my tarot cards everywhere with me. And for those psychic tarot readings, we will be live on the phone with each other as I am dealing your tarot spread. And I use my intuitive abilities as well as my interpretation of the traditional tarot meanings for your psychic tarot phone readings. I also offer your very own personal tarot scope readings, which I am still dealing the cards specifically for you and focusing specifically on your energy while I am doing these spreads. But instead, you will receive an email with a picture of this tarot spread that I have done for you, and also an email report of my interpretations of the tarot meanings. And with those readings, you can order a 12-day, 12-week, or 12-month forecast for $55, or you can order a tarot scope 6-day, 6-week, or 6-month forecast email reading for only $29. And for those two readings, we do not make an appointment. I put you in queue behind the other people who have come first and paid first, and I will do your tarot scope reading in the order of who has come first. And I will let you know approximately how many days it will take me to finish your tarot scope reading, but many times I can finish it the same day. I also need to know how long of a session you would like. I always have a 20-minute minimum for psychic medium, past life, and distance energy healing and balancing phone sessions. And there is a 30-minute maximum again for spirit animal phone and email sessions, and a 30-minute minimum and 1 hour maximum for psychic tarot phone readings. Your very own personal tarot scope readings, again, are done by email, so there is no time limit on those. And for psychic medium past life readings, I can do a maximum of 90 minutes per session for each individual. Or if there's two of you, the maximum I can do is 90 minutes each in that same day for phone or in-person readings for pairs. And if you would like to book a group reading, I would prefer it if you go through my website for that, as there is a lot of information on there about my time limits for depending on how many people are in the group. And so for booking an individual or pair session, 20 minutes on the phone is $75 per person. And I only offer 20-minute sessions on the phone unless you are a group of 5 people or more. Otherwise, I do not do 20-minute sessions in person. 30 minutes on the phone is $105 per person. 45 minutes on the phone is $145 per person. 60 minutes on the phone is $185 per person. 75 minutes on the phone is $225 per person, and 90 minutes on the phone is $265 per person. The in-person prices for those time lengths of readings is $10 more than the phone reading price. I also need to know your cell phone number for your reading to book your reading. And I will text you when I am ready to call you for a phone session if you are in Canada. If you are not in Canada, you will have to phone me for your phone session, or we can do it through FaceTime or Zoom online. And if you are outside of Canada, please still send me your cell phone number so that I can text you when I am ready for you to call me, or when I am ready for our Zoom or FaceTime session. And if you are ordering an email session, a spirit animal email reading, or your very own tarot scope reading, Oh, I do also offer past life readings by email as well that I didn't previously mention, but you can book a past life email reading as well. And my rates for that are the same for my phone reading rates. 30 minutes, $105 per person, 45 minutes, $145 per person, 60 minutes, $185 per person, and so on. And again, with the email readings, I don't really need to know your cell phone number unless you are also wanting to order a phone session as well. And if you were ordering a phone session and you would like me to call you on your landline number for your session and you live in Canada, please provide me with your landline number as well. And let me know what type of payment you are going to pay with. I only accept e-transfer or PayPal again. E-transfer is a Canadian thing. So anyone who lives outside of Canada pays by PayPal. And just a reminder, if you do pay by PayPal, um, there is a 5 business day wait before you can receive your session. So when you are supplying me with your schedule, please keep that in mind and give me dates and times that are 5 business days past the day that you are requesting a session. Um, and Again, if you want to pay with a credit card, PayPal can process your credit card payment for you. And I won't see any of your credit card information or anything like that when you pay by credit card on PayPal. And very, very importantly, I need to know what days and timeframes that you can commit to for your session. If you are ordering an email reading, again, you do not need to make an appointment. But for phone and in-persons, of course, I would need to know when you can do your session. I prefer to do my sessions between the hours of 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. And Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I prefer to do my sessions between 1 and 7:30 p.m. I will, however, bend and be flexible for people who really only have mornings or later times than I suggest. As long as you let me know in your very first booking uh, uh, form sent to me that really is the only times you have available, and you are aware that I normally don't do mornings or later times than I suggested, but that is the only time you can do without telling me why that is the only time you can do. That is something that we talk about during your session, your reading time. I don't want to know anything personal about you before or in between your readings. Um, and if you were booking a session for something that's urgent, please also let me know in your very first booking message without telling me again any of the situation or anything about the situation of why it is urgent. And I usually try to bend for people when they do mention that in their very first message. And if this is for a same day reading, or if you're looking to book last minute, that's totally fine as well. But keep in mind that if I'm already booked that day or if I'm taking the day off, I may not respond right away or be able to do a session right away for you. But pretty often I am able to do that as long as a person is straightforward about wanting a same day or last minute reading. And even if it isn't for something urgent, sometimes I get it. Some people, they have really complicated work schedules, and maybe, they're going away for 2 or 3 weeks or something, and they won't be able to do a session for that, 2 or 3 weeks. So let's say they discover me, one day, and they're only interested in a reading that evening. If I can do it, that's totally fine. Just let me know in your very first message that I'm looking for a session tonight. And if we can't do a session tonight, I will contact you again in the future or something like that. Your best bet for offering me days and times, though, is giving me at least 3 to 5 options of different days that you can commit to your session. Um, and then I can, if somebody else has already have your first choice booked, I can, have other options to put you in my schedule. Um, Unless, of course, this is for something that, a session for situations that won't be relevant past a certain day and time. Then again, let me know in your first booking request that um, you want a session for something that's, needs to be decided by a certain date, being clear about that date and time, or the session won't be relevant anymore past a certain day and time, and be specific about the day and time. And also, like, please let me know if there is a time period within, the days that you're giving me that you absolutely cannot do your reading. Even if it's like you think like, oh, I just have to go pick up my kids from school, I'm going to be half an hour. Please let me know in your booking request, like I will not be available between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m. or something like that. And I think I have mentioned everything about, I think I've mentioned all of the information I need for you to book a session with me for individuals and pairs. Oh, yes, if you are booking for not just you, like for a pair like you and somebody else, please let me know that also in your very first booking request, how many people that you were booking for, and how long you would like each. Um, if you are booking for more than one person, you don't need to all have the same exact amount time, book for the same amount of time. But again, for in-person sessions, I will not do in person unless somebody, at least one person, is booking a minimum of 45 minutes, or there are at least 3 people booking, 20 minutes each. Um, and for groups, I would say the maximum I can do in one day, um, ideally, is like 5 hours maximum, I would say. Um, and but there have been times where I've done, like, I've worked 8 hours in one day, but I just took, days off before and after to rest. And of course, I needed a lunch break in between that. So keep that in mind for booking groups as well. And again, I think I've mentioned everything I need for your booking. Um, just answer the questions that I asked you there, send it in with your booking request to me, um, which I will put a form underneath this audio recording on my website, as well as there are several other pages that you can book a session with me from. And I hope everyone's having a fabulous day, and I look forward to hearing from you. And yeah, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.